when I ask people what business they're in, they always give me the wrong answer. I ask a videographer, yo, what business are you in? That's a videography. I ask, uh, what's another? Just give me a random business that people do.
Lash technician.
Lash technician. Yo, what do you do? I do lashes. No, you don't. You're not in the business of doing lashes. You're in the business of acquiring customers. No, every entrepreneur that struggles to realize that.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a seven-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, eight-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man is going to teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
you heard a couple.
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99? Yeah, okay. Y'all
crazy,
tripping if
y'all.
y'all don't. But
Hey.
I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room.
Nah, I'm saying you. So you a videographer? I don't know because I don't know the day-to-day struggles of videographers and what they struggle with. But from the outside looking in, I would assume they struggle with getting clients because everybody in business, no matter everybody thinks that they're in. When I ask people what business they're in, they always give me the wrong answer. I ask a videographer, yo, what business are you in? That's a videography. I ask, what's another? Just give me a random business that people do.
Lash technician.
Lash technician. Yo, what do you do? I do lashes. No, you don't. You're not in the business of doing lashes. You're in the business of acquiring customers. No, every entrepreneur that struggles to realize that. So, say a videographer, just because that's what we're talking about right now. And I've even had conversations with you about this, but I'm pretty sure every other videographer, they're worried about getting new equipment. Why you need new equipment? Have your customers asked you to get better equipment, or do you just think you need better equipment to attract the higher clientele? Your clientele don't know about none of that shit. Oh, I need all these lights and stuff. Whereas is your client like, do they know about all those lights and stuff? Like, nah, but you thinking that leads to the money because you're not focused on acquiring the customer. So everybody in business, at a base root of it, whatever it is, no, you're not in real estate. You're not in videography. You're not a lash tech. You're not in the food business. You're in the business of acquiring customers. And I would assume, like I said again, just assumption, but I know a lot of stuff business wise is pretty much shit got the same principles. So you could be like, and like I said, most videographers, they struggle with finding clients because they don't realize they're in the business of acquiring customers. But you don't only want to acquire customers, I would feel like, in videography, because that's why people do all kinds of stuff. I see one videographer doing a music video, then I see him doing a wedding shoot, then I see him doing shooting stuff for content creator like me. I might need somebody to go to Miami. We about to do some fly shit in Miami. Come document and stuff. Look, catch some footage of us at dinner and this and when we on the yacht and stuff. So they doing all this stuff, basically freelance work. Whereas I feel like if they just had 5 clients on retainer, they will make way more money than they are doing all this different stuff. I don't know how many you have experience of having people on retainer. I'm one of your clients that's on retainer. I don't know if you work with the dentist still, but I remember you had a dentist. But I'm just saying from what I know, you had the dentist on retainer. You got a couple more people on retainer, so you know how to get clients on retainer. And that's really what I feel like the goal is of a videographer. Just get you a few high paying people on retainer and you cool. If somebody, and I'm talking low end right now, if somebody on the low end was charging $1,000 a month for certain videography video services, you need 10 clients. That's 6 figures. You need 10 clients, that's $10,000 a month. And I'm saying low level because at $10K a month, that's a big benchmark for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Remember, I make $10,000 in a month. I thought I was rich. Like, that's all I'm saying. Versus these people saying, "Oh, what you need? Go get you 10 people at $1,000 a month. It's that, or 5 people at $2,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like then it just turns into numbers. So you know how to get clients on retainer. So you could teach videographers how to get a retainer versus freelance work. And it seemed like a retainer work is, I would think, less stress because you at least know that. I know nothing's guaranteed. Like a client could leave or whatever, but for the time being, you know, this is coming in from that client versus I gotta go find the work. I gotta go to y'all got a basketball tournament. Y'all need some work.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
So I think your niche could be that. That's what I seen actually on my plane hiatus or whatever. I seen that your boy the dude that do all the work for Shans, and
Oh, Brandon.
I saw his interview with Ash Cash.
Oh, yeah, on the ball. That's his main thing, predictable income. Retainers. That's his main thing.
That should be every videographer's main thing. That should be every business owner's main thing, predictable income. That's why right now we're taking a break from recording the course where I'm talking about making digital products. And the only reason I'm say why it's so important to have digital products is because once you get it down and get the marketing correct, it's predictable income. I've told you about certain stuff that I'm working on and certain stuff that I previously done that I was like, oh, if I could do it over again, I would do it different. But this is how it is, so this is how I'm going. With that one particular thing I told you about, I still know regardless of the struggles that I've had with it, I know $8,000 to $10,000 is coming in off of that a month. I know that. Like as of right, it's not at no numbers I want, but it's predictable that 8 to 10 is about to come in from that. Or say a digital product, you got the marketing going, and you got the KPIs and numbers to track. That's why one reason I was like, I ain't did what I want to do with it because I don't have the tracking in place.
Because without that, you just pretty much throwing money.
Yeah, but with the tracking in place, then it really gets predictable. Oh, okay, this much lead gen equals this much lead generation equals this many clicks. The click-through rate turns into this many people getting to this page of the funnel. From this page of the funnel, 35% of the people at least see this next step of the funnel. Out of that 35% of people, 15% of people see the next funnel. Out of the 35% that see the next step of the funnel, 12% buy it. And out of those 12% that buy it, 7% buy the next thing. Them 12% that don't buy it, out of the percentage of people that don't buy it, 20% of them buy the downsell. So it's like it starts to become predictable. So you can confidently be like, all right, well, let's just spend this much and have it go.
All numbers and you can see.
Yeah. I'm like, I know it ain't to that level with the videography, but however marketing channels that people use to acquire customers, once you got them, like, you know, you got this coming in from me, you know, you got this much coming in from him, that much from her. The Brandon dude got the same stuff. He knows. I'm sure he got his clientele. They pay whatever. I know, which is what I was telling you, what you started to put into effect, but you still spend a lot of time editing. I know for a fact that dude don't be sitting there editing.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
no, and I'm on the. I'm probably like 2 weeks away from getting that from up under me.
Yeah, but that's why he's able to scale. And then outside of his actual clientele, he's teaching. That's why I say that's the value of the digital product. He's teaching other videographers how to, like I said, get ain't his thing, get retainer clients.
Yeah, pretty.
He's teaching other people that.
And he got his classes too, like he do like in person joints.
Yeah, but that's all part of the what I was talking about in the course. That's part of the value ladder. I guarantee you, if he has these events or whatever, he's recording them and he's putting them in funnels and stuff.
I'm trying to think, 'cause I bought his joint just to like study it.
But just because you bought something then don't mean you can always change
Oh
stuff.
yeah, for sure. Well, I was thinking about.
It's like I got the real estate funnel, but I had a master class a couple weeks ago. I can put that into the funnel. I told you I'm gonna start doing these. I'm gonna do my first 5-day challenge. One of my OTOs is gonna be the challenge. So say everything I done told you all this stuff I want, like what we're working on right now. That's gonna be OTO 1 in my funnel for my newest ebook, right? But say when I want to run the challenge, I can take this out of the OTO, and I can be like, oh, let's put the VIP of the challenge as the OTO. So it'll be whatever the lead gen is. Outside of, I'm gonna be running traffic to the funnel. But I was just thinking, like, if you having funnels, if you having challenges, and I'm gonna probably have a challenge every month, probably, or every other month. Because I was asking Neo why he doesn't constantly market the challenge. Because, like, say Myron has a challenge every month. No matter what, he's having a challenge every single month. Myron's not spending nowhere near as much in marketing as Neo does. Like, one of the things that I want to get to, I know Neo prides himself on. Ain't nobody gonna nobody's gonna outspend Neo. He's like, nobody's gonna outspend me. I'm gonna spend, because he looks at, and I got out of the mindset too. My ads and stuff, I would be like, oh, I need the return like now. I learned from Neo. He'd be like, if he gets his money back in 1 to 2 years, he's fine. And he's like, it's an investment. It's like, if I get my money back in a year, cool.
Right.
And he's not even talking about profiting. He's just talking about getting it back, because he looks at all the marketing that's associated with everything. If he gets all his money back, it's free marketing. Whereas I was just like, oh, I need the return. I broke even. I ain't make no money. No, you just did all that marketing at no cost. That's how he
got all that info and
take the info out of it. You got all the you got all the possible leads to work for no money out of pocket. Whereas how I used to think, or how a lot of people think, oh, man, I broke even. I ain't making no money. You just got an extra 2,000 people on your email list. You just got extra 2,000 people's phone numbers. I ain't make no money though. It ain't work. He's like, what? Yeah, it did. Or like what was I saying? Lead gen. Or like, say Wallow and Gilly. I'll tell you, once this cuts off, I got I got some insider information on
Oh, for real.
what they deal's about to be.
Mm.
Because they deal with bar stools is about up. They about to get paid, bro. They about to get paid. But say I know the price to appear on their podcast, right? So say if you pay whatever, and it's it depends on how you look. I don't want to put their business out there like that, but say if you pay whatever to get on their podcast, those when you appear on their podcast, that investment that you made, you may not get it back initially. But they're one of the top podcasts. Like when I tell you the number that they're gonna get, like you already know they got a big podcast, but you know, like damn, they about to get that. So you got that exposure to my homeboy was just on the episode with Jay Prince. My homeboy Dion, shout out to Dion. Dion was just on there. The episode with Jay Prince got the episode with Jay Prince came out 6 days ago. It got 882,000 views. He had 882,000 people see him. He had 882,000 people know that he exists. They didn't know Dion existed before that episode of $1 Million Worth of Game. He gives out, he didn't sell anything on there either. He gave what I was talking about on the value ladder, on the course that I'm shooting. He gave the freebie. So when they get directed to the freebie, he got all his product. The next thing on the freebie, he got all the stuff that, like, you get the freebie, click it, yeah, cool. But then after the freebie, he's offering his stuff. He does credit, a bunch of credit stuff. So he's probably got his ebooks, courses, mentorships, all that stuff right there. Outside of that, he got I was getting phone numbers because in order to get the freebie, you had to text, blah blah blah. Text, dang, what is it that Dion? It's like a specific niche in credit, but I can't even remember what it is. But text credit to blah 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 for the freebie. It's usually $147. He's giving it to y'all for free. He got all these people texting the joint. So it's like, yeah, he ain't get his money back yet. But he got all them possible leads. His mentorship is, he got a 5K and a 10K mentorship. He's selling them like hotcakes. So you don't think them lead flows is at some point gonna turn into the customer for him? I think day one, it wasn't even like a full day of it out. I think he had collected like 800 something phone numbers. And that was just with less than a day. It's 6 days in now with almost 900,000 views now. So it's just like the videographer dude that was on Ash Cash's joint. I don't know if he got on there about relationship or if he paid a fee to get on there, but it's however many people, because I listened to this joint on the way to the airport the other morning. I was like, oh, it's a video dude. So I think your space would be, I don't know I know the title of your ebook, but I ain't like read it or nothing or seen the video content. But I think that's more of a, is it like technical stuff, like how to do certain stuff with the camera and color grading?
I think it's overwhelming. So the ebook is 7 steps to turn a camera to a cash cow, and it's like it's not technical. The OTO can be technical.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, the OTO is taking them. But and the last step in the 7 steps talks about retainer.
Yeah.
That's the last step in the 7 joints. Yeah. So it's essentially, so it's like the 7 steps is pretty much to help somebody go from literally 0 to 10.
But you bought the Brandon dude stuff though, right?
Yeah.
Is his stuff similar? Like what's his ebook and stuff about?
His ebook is about, it's similar, but I think mine is more in depth. So he talks about clients, clientele, and predictable income, and like do's and don'ts type of stuff. He doesn't go into like technical stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he not, like for me, and that's why I said it's probably a bit. I probably could like tone it down a little bit because I'm almost like talking to too many people.
I don't
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like I said, I think you're overthinking it because you can always change the stuff, but I don't think you got no feedback from nobody. Like you think it's overwhelming. Ain't nobody told you it's overwhelming. It's like what I was saying earlier, like with not you, but just saying like videographers, period. Like they think they need all this new equipment. Like you told yourself you needed all this new equipment. Your clientele didn't tell you that you need this new equipment.
So this is what happened. I feel like it's like when I created it, I was like, oh, this is a lot of value in this joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the more information I acquired from either listening to you, Myron, or like, you know what I'm saying, just taking in shit, and I'm like, then I start to think like, maybe
Nah,
maybe I OD.
but if you listening to me or you listening to Myron and stuff, we ain't talking about the content of we talking about how to sell it. Myron talking about how to sell your stuff.
Well, there's one thing that he said that made me think about, and I even switched up the shit on my landing page, the sales page. He was speaking to like giving away too much of what is in it because it could come across as like, I ain't trying to do all that.
Well, that's what I said. That's not components of your course. That's selling the course. You talking about taking back stuff from like you did too much in the videos. You know what I'm saying? If Myron says anything, all he's talking about is selling. He ain't talking about the components of what your course should include. He talking about how to sell your joint. And when I be talking about the digital marketing aspects of stuff, I'm not talking about like the what it should be, what should be. I can tell you what should be in it, but I'm talking about the marketing aspect of it. I ain't talking about like how you gave too much in the course. I don't think that's possible. But selling, there's principles in psychology to selling. So you hearing sales stuff and equivalating it to value. Yeah, like actual value in the stuff that you're selling. But we always selling value, but you get what I'm saying? It ain't like you selling people bullshit. Like you know the value that it has, and then you just have to persuade the person that you got the value that they're looking for. But I wouldn't take nothing out of the course though. Like that's impossible to give too much.
Right.
And even if it is like to somebody like, whoa.
Because this is, so like when I started to think about it being too much, it wasn't like the idea of giving too much value. It's the idea of, like I said, speaking to many people. So it's like, like speaking to a specific person where I just say, for example, I could either talk to somebody who already has a business and they're looking to make it better, or I can talk to somebody who's looking to start from ground zero. But I would say it feels like I should pick one versus what I have now, which is everybody can benefit.
Or you can talk about one and everybody can. Just like the course that we in the process of shooting right now. An aspiring entrepreneur or somebody that got stuff going is going to get value from this. Because imagine if me a year ago got this. I had stuff going.
Right.
And I could be like, oh, okay. Or I could not have stuff going, and I'm telling you how to create it.
Yeah. Right. Because a person they don't have to take everything from what it is.
My shit like a Marvel movie, bro. My mama can go to a Marvel movie with me and enjoy it and not know what happened in the last one. Or somebody that's been since the first Iron Man can watch the Marvel movie and enjoy it too. That's how my stuff is. Because last time I was home, me and my mama went to watch what was the movie, bro?
Strange.
Yeah. Me and my mom went to watch Doctor Strange. Into the multiverse. You know, I'm not into the comics, but I'm into the Marvel universe. So I'm into all this stuff. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. And especially when the nerd about to come out of me, when Doctor Strange, I don't know if you've seen the last Spider-Man or not.
Nah, I heard it was good though. The one that came out like 3 months ago.
It was longer than that, but yeah. But Doctor Strange messed with the multiverse. Like he did some stuff for Spider-Man that opened up the possibilities of them like starting to play with the multiverse and stuff. I'm like, oh, they about to do the multiverse?
Yeah.
My mama don't know nothing about no multiverse. Or like even when I told you to watch the Miles Morales animated Spider-Man movie. That's all multiverse stuff. I'm like, oh, they playing around with it. Maybe they'll do it in the real movies. But I'm sitting there ready to go because I'm like, oh, the multiverse stuff. They do this. I know how Sony used to own Spider-Man. Now Marvel do. Sony don't own Venom no more. So I'm like, maybe Venom can come into this world. And Fox don't own the X-Men no more. Marvel does. So I'm like, oh, they could have the multiverse could have all these characters being introduced and all this stuff. So that's what I'm going to see, like the fandom. My mama don't know nothing about none of that stuff. She really enjoyed Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse, whatever it was called. Wicked Spooky It had some weird long name. So I'm like, I feel like with what the work we've done today, if somebody's making $1,000 a month, they can start making $7,000-10,000 a month like that. If somebody making 10, they can start making like 30, 50, 60. If somebody at 100, they can start making $1 million. If somebody's at 0, they can start making 5, 10, 15. Like in a decent amount of time.
Because it ain't about where they are, it's just about the fact that they can multiply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the marketing side of things, which I'm going to get into in the course, amateurs make money on the front end, experts make money on the back end. You looking too much to make the money off of the ebooks and courses and stuff. Where the real money be, I'm sure that Brandon got, for example, I'm sure he got mentees.
Yeah.
This is all lead magnets to get to that. Like my mastermind, I won't make the money, but this is a lead magnet to introduce myself to somebody that'll
invest later in the future into like the bigger stuff.
take them up my value ladder, which I broke down. Freebie, ebook, continuity, course, mentorship, mastermind. That ebook may be the thing that introduced them to you. that course may be the thing that they got introduced to you. And then go from there. You think your audio sounds good, hearable on this?
Oh, I was about to say. Look, you know what's funny? I was gonna say.
This a podcast.
I know.
No, this is gonna be. I just wonder what
I
you
literally
sound like.
thought that to myself. Like whenever you were done talking, I was gonna be like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of It's Crowded at the Top." I literally was thinking that like 10 minutes ago.
Kill two birds in one stone.
Man.
Honestly, bro, I was thinking that when I hit record.
Oh, for real? I ain't thinking until.
Because I thought it just. Because we just talked like this, period. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I remember that come up conversation and stuff. Because I still might use that as an episode or something. Like, or I throw it in as a bonus for something. Because that real. Nah, that ain't from the come up conversation. Yeah, that come up conversation. I got a reel. They got like 3 million views or something off of that. I'm like, ain't nobody even seen the whole conversation. They just seen.
They be on that joint with the split screen while I be laughing.
They just seen a 60-second clip of a conversation. And be like,
you ain't used that joint from what Nectar.
Oh. That could be episodes of the podcast. It could be.
That was the first one. That was the first time we just hit and said go.
Mm-hmm. Bro, that shit got.
That was 30 minutes.
Is it still rolling? Because I want to find this real quick. I just don't know where it. Oh yeah, I had on my favorite. Had on my favorite sweatshirt. At 2.4 million. She got 2.4 million views. It was a trending sound on Instagram.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
Split screen.
That's why I was like, people was like, man, you need to do a split screen of
the split screen.
My man's Mike. Shout out to Mike. My man's Mike told me, because I didn't even know it was a trending sound. I just kept getting notifications, blah, blah, blah. I made a sound using and Instagram, when you get a lot of notifications, it don't tell you every single notification. Yeah. Like I don't know, like if you get a follower, does it say blah, blah, blah followed you, and the blue button to follow back comes up?
Yeah.
Mine don't do that.
What does it do?
It says, it'll say like 2 of the names and however many other people recently followed. Mm. Like you see.
Oh yeah, that'll pop up for me too.
Like it is, like right there it says blah 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 and 108 other people followed you. Mm. I don't ever get just the one individual.
Yeah, I wonder what number it hits to do that.
But I will say here lately, like the last week and a half or so, I have been getting a random one. Like you see that random one right there? Mm-hmm. I've been getting like a random one. But usually the random ones that pop up, like this dude, I don't want to sound crazy and be like he's a nobody, but like he's like a regular. Everybody's regular, but you know what I'm saying. Right? But in the past like week and a half when stuff like that's been happening, it's been like the verified people and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I got hyped too. I don't know if you watch football, but Sean Merriman followed me.
Oh, word.
I got hyped because I used to watch him for the Chargers. He get a sack or a big hit, he'd be like this.
He used to be when I was working at at Muscle Farm. They had like a dope facility hooked up to the building.
Sean Merriman told me that bruh, that's crazy. I'm like sitting there. I used to watch this man on Sundays. We DM and chopping it up back and forth. That's why I love social media, bro. I don't know if I want to put this man business out there, bro. You see that DM? How much money he said he made off of his insurance company? I made a post. He saw one of my reels where I was talking about virtual assistants. He write me back talking about he's made however many millions of dollars off of building a company strictly off of VAs. That's the only reason he messaged. I was like, Sean, man, I'm following him back. Then like 2 days later, Chingy followed me.
I was about to say something so stupid.
I wanted to say something stupid. Shout out Chingy, man, because I followed him back. Cause Chingy, I like Chingy's page. Cause Chingy's like for one, I was a fan.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to say some stupid stuff. I wanted to be like, bro, you don't know how many twerks you got me. Bro, you got me some lap dances like back in the gap. And I wanted to say that, but I was just like, y'all appreciate the love.
Boy, took the cool right.
Yeah,
Cool right.
Cause you don't want to be that weird. You don't want to be that weird nigga. Like even like in person. Like I know you've hung around some people where you like might be like, oh, that's him. Let me be cool though. Like you don't want to be the weird ass nigga. I was hearing 21 Savage talk about that. He was talking about meeting Jay-Z. It was at Jay-Z crib or something. He was like, yo, in my head, I'm like, yo, this Jay-Z. Like, what the? Man, was like, oh, was you excited to get a picture? He's like, nah, I ain't asking for no picture. He said, I wanted to. But, you gotta play it cool. You don't want to be the weirdo and the, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if, I feel like, I truly feel like I have a chance of meeting Hov because of your relationships in Los Angeles.
That's very, very,
I feel like I don't feel like it's like, I feel like it's a strong possibility that one day I could possibly meet Jay-Z just because I'm with you at an event somewhere.
very, very possible. Like, very possible.
I know when that time does come,
You're going to be like, fuck it.
I ain't going to ask him for a
You gonna
picture.
ask?
Because I know whatever that environment is that I meet him, nobody else is going to be.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, yo.
Yeah, your mans.
You don't want to be whose man's is this? Everybody else just talking, socializing, drinking, eating, and you out here like.
Like when he was in the club and my old buddy tried to sneak the video.
Yeah, he smacked his hand out of it.
Yeah, bro.
But it's just crazy the power of social media. Like people I was fans of, like tapped in. I know everybody just people. I got hyped when Lola Monroe followed me.
I'll be hyped too.
No disrespect to King Los. I respect your talent, man. Especially that freestyle he did where everything was A's. Or everything was it everything? Yeah. You ain't seen it?
No.
I gotta show it to you, bro. Everything he said was like, and not like every word that he said was like an A.
Yeah, he different.
Every word he said was like a B. And Los done penned some hits too. He was writing for Diddy and stuff. Cause I can't remember which mixtapes it was, but I was tapped into Los for like 2 of them mixtapes. Yeah, so no disrespect to your wife, bro, but I was just a big fan of, but you speaking on women that you know are married.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna post this online. And there's a chance that I've had stuff go viral. There's a chance that it could go viral. And they're like, man, who is the AstenCeo dude talking about he loved my wife?
All you gotta do is say peace, King. You'd be good.
Nah, I'm just saying I was a fan. I was a fan. I remember was it King? I don't know. I was just a fan. I still think to this day, Lola got like top 3. She's one of the GOAT faces, like pretty faces of all humankind, bro.
Yeah.
And I seen her, cause I followed her back, and she got She got like skincare products. And she be showing like no filter. Just I'll be like, what? I low key want to be like, yo, you do the digital bag. You can like I low key want to message her and just like show love.
You should, man. If it's on your heart, it came from God.
Nah, I've messaged her before, but it was like on some like complimentary to something she posted. See, I said like hard. She said thank you.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like something on the story, which was at because I be. Well, I guess the way I show some people call it dick riding, I call it showing love. Supreme Dreams, they got a skit where he's showing love and they're like, man, quit dick riding. They bad you seen they hooping. It's like everything he says about dude, he dick ride. And then he said something negative about dude because he's like, damn, everything I'm dick riding. So he said something like, he can't go left. Man, why you hating? He's like, what? He's like, what? Y'all just said I was.
Funny over there, man.
But nah, bro, look at I'm gonna try to find one real quick, bro. Nah, I ain't got no real service down here, but this is one of them. Like, this ain't like a picture, but it's like a skincare routine. That's no filter, no. That's just like the light in your mirror. Cause I guess through her content, she was showing like old pictures where she actually had like skin problems and stuff and acne through whatever products it is that she owns. Like got her looking like crazy fine. Like her skin looked like a filter.
Yeah.
Except you can still see her facial features.
That's a beautiful young woman.
Cause you seen that video? I think I might have sent it to you where that kid it was like two kids, like maybe teenagers or something. They was on like a FaceTime call or Zoom call or something. And the chick tried to play the dude. He had glasses on. She's like, shut up, you over here looking like a nerd, 4 eyes or something like that. He said, shut up over old head ass, old smooth face. Cause she had like a old smooth face. He was like, you don't even have no facial features. And she was like, no, I do have facial features. He's like, shut up, nigga, you look easy to draw. I was like, the disrespect. You say, oh, girl look easy to draw.
That's funny, bro.
Cause she ain't got no facial features.
I ain't never heard nobody say that, bro.
But it's just the power of social media cool, man. Like, do you know of J.O., Justin Owens? All the stuff Neo wears is J.O.'s spring. New Age CEO. Well, Neo's the owner of it now, but they ain't in that circle. He one of them circle CEOs.
Oh, okay. I rock with the stuff you rocking.
Yeah, that's his Instagram name is New Age CEO. And rapper, athlete, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But I met J.O. in Atlanta. Didn't I think I might have said like at most what up? Like everybody's somebody to somebody. No matter what, everybody has some level of influence. Somebody might have 50 followers on social media, but you have a level of influence over whatever.
Right.
So now say he know who I like. Don't know, but everything's relative. Somebody could have 1 million followers and people still won't know who, because the population of millions are very small.
Yeah, and Instagram is crazy.
But I met him and he put us through like a training thing about leadership because JL's like real big on it's one of the things he coaches is leadership. And the training he did, I'm like, yo, I'm cuffing this joint because it was cold. Like for an in-person event, what he did was cold, bro. It was like a strategy when he just picked random people, might have been 10, and everything he was telling us to do, you couldn't talk. And you had to figure out how to do it like as a team. And the basis of the lesson was a leader's always gonna pop up. So no matter what situation, the leader's gonna pop up, and then there's gonna be people that follow the leader or fall in line. And it just so happened it was 10 of us, or 8 to 10 of us. And it was like something like all right, everybody, something be quiet. Y'all can't talk to each other. That's the rules. Y'all can't talk to each other. Y'all can't make hand gestures. Nothing. Stand in order from smallest to tallest. Or shortest to tallest. It's like, okay, that's pretty simple. Look. Like, all right, everybody, clap it up for him. Clap it up, clap it up. Like, all right, now, put your, because he knew we might have known each other because we all in the same mastermind. Even though I didn't know everybody in the line. Then the next task was like, now put yourself in order, in alphabetical order from y'all's last names. Can't talk to each other, can't make gestures. Can't. Somebody had an idea first. They went, they found somebody, grabbed a piece of paper, started writing. Like a leader immediately emerged. Then somebody from what they was working on, they had a great idea. I think it was I can't remember who popped up first. Whoever it was, they had a great idea, but they weren't executing the writing down everybody's name and stuff. Like it was disorganized. Like everybody was going writing stuff, but you couldn't tell. Like it's just names here. It's Sanford here. It's a S here and a S here and a M over here and a something over here. And it's like, okay. Then my homegirl Kelly comes up. She's like, she grabbed some other stuff, and then it's like, but she took his stuff and like made it better, and he fell in line. Like, then we did it, and it's like, but the whole message of it was like, it's like a leadership drill. I was like, he cold with it. And then also in the joint, you saw where Neo lost his voice. He had J.O. come out. J.O. didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing planned. Neo was like, bro, I need you to, because he came out, he talked about some stuff, like some stuff, because that's like in the clips you see on Instagram, he in a suit and stuff, but his voice ain't all the way there. He told J.O. like, yo, man, and you know, Neo's like a high energy type of dude.
Always.
He's like, I can't bring the energy because my voice. Like, can you get the crowd right and get the energy right and introduce me and stuff? J.O. was like, all right, yeah, what you he said they was talking, they was in like one of the little rooms and the like, you know, it was in a big conference. They in some little room in the hotel. J.O. was like, yeah, I got you. And Neo said there was a little candy dish right there. J.O. just grabbed some candy bars out the thing, little fun size joints. Grabbed the candy bars out, put them in his pocket, and walked up on stage. He was like, what did he just grab candy for? Like, I told him get the crowd hype.
Yo, I'm out in the rainforest right now, ATVing with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. Watch everybody that I walk by.
Oh, really?
No,
8-figure entrepreneur, 7-figure entrepreneur, 6-figure entrepreneur,
So look, I wanted to ask because this earlier.
6-figure entrepreneur, 7-figure entrepreneur. Look, the most important thing that you can do is get in the room. What does your circle look like? Who are you surrounded by? Who are you learning from? If you're the strongest person in your circle, you're not in a circle, you're in a cage. and everybody has some type of IP, some type of intellectual property that you should be making money on. If you don't know how to monetize your mind, get in the right rooms and get around the right people, tap in with me.
I'm like, this dude just, how we was talking earlier, like public speaking, certain people I don't know if he's done this before or if he just freestyled it, but it was cold. So he's dropping all, he's giving game. And he says, wow, y'all come to stuff like this and y'all love the bars, but y'all don't do nothing with the information. Y'all just love to get motivated. He said, it has to work or. He said, if he sees you say it, he throw you a candy bar. How you do anything is what?
How you do everything.
Bar. He tossing candy bars in the crowd, bro. He said some other thing like just any saying that he can come up with. No excuses. Whatever. Bar. But he had like a cold message to go with it, like stop just getting motivated off of the bars. And he's like, does this bar have sustenance? Like,
he did out top.
And Neo was like, yo, this boy cold. I literally just asked him. He was just there just to show support. Cause they all in Atlanta and they all rock. He was like, he's just there to show support. Wasn't planning to speak. Didn't ask for no money or nothing. My voice was there. I was like, bro, I just need something just to, cause I don't want to walk up there to crickets and get into like technical teaching. Like, oh, I got you. All right. Bar. But I'm saying the power of social media, I'm like, even though I did that little training with J.O. and at most, what up? It was good, fam. That's it. He followed me on social media a couple weeks ago. Probably because of some reel that went. And some other cats down there in Atlanta that I know of, but don't know. I'm like, it's crazy just off of social media. And then I have people with like 1 million followers like following me, and then they'll be messaging me like, yo, can you show me how to make some money? I'm like, you got 1 million followers, you don't know how to make no bread.
It ain't
verified and everything. I'm like,
I learned that a long time ago.
yeah, but man, that's gonna be a podcast episode. I just hope they can hear you of some type of way.
I realized, I was like, oh yeah, because this joint recording.
Yeah, that's why I was saying through that. Either through that or I know the microphones.
It'll be faint from there, but they can definitely hear me from there.
Yeah, so. And add this. What I'm saying right now is podcast. Like, because people really need to see that. We really just be.
We just be chopping it up.
Yeah, but cut it. Let's get. Oh, hold up. Just to show us no cap in my rap. Let's get back to recording this course.
Oh man, that's P.
Man, shout out to YSL, man.
Oh man,
Tough times.